we have had the opportunity to discuss the path traced by the Jivatma in the path of light, which is called the Archiradi Margam. And in that path, we have made us realize how the Jivatma crosses one lokam after the other. From now on, 892nd Nama onwards, we will be witnessing a set of 20 Namas that will describe the land of Paramapadam, where there is limitless joy. There is no presence of worries. So this particular abode that the Jivatma attains is going to be the point of discussion through the names as presented by Bhīṣmācārya to Yudhiṣtira. Agrajaha evam praptavatam muktanam agresaha savaishvarya sarvaishvarya shriya yatha paryanka vidyam paramabhogyo jayata iti agrajaha. So the Jivatma, which was a Baddhatma before, by performing an upayam like Bhakti Yogam or Sharanagati, during the time of departure, attains a Sukshma Shariram and gets released from this Panchabhautika Shariram, which is the Sthula Shariram, and goes in the path of light. The moment it reaches that abode, it becomes a Muktatma. So the Muktatma enjoys all kinds of pleasures. Sarvaishvarya Shriya, all kinds of pleasures. Hence, it is the Lord who grants that kind of a pleasure to the Muktatma is called as Agrajaha. The next Nama is Anirvinnaha. Evam ashrutam mahata pranidhanena samsaragarta uttaryamatmanam prapayya cha tamashotyam pashyan anirvinnaha. So, the Lord who is worryless, He has taken all the efforts to get the lost Jivatma, because the Jivatma is as close as the Kaustubha gem. Kaustubha sthananiya Jivatma. He has taken all the efforts to get the Jivatma back. Since He takes all the efforts to get the Jivatma back, He is now worryless because the Jivatma has reached his abode. Now, after uplifting of the Jivatma, when the Jivatma reaches his abode, the Lord is worryless. Hence, he is called Anirvinnaha. The next Nama is Sadamarshi Tataha Prabhriti Sarvakalam Tena Krita Pratikritam Marshayitum Nirvodhum Sheelam Asyeti Sadamarshi. So, when the Jivatmas that become Muktatmas come to Sri Vaikuntham, they render services to the Paramatma. Since he is in a state where he accepts the services rendered by the Muktatmas in Paramapadam, he is called Sadamarshi. Hence, he is very happy since he is accepting services, thereby giving pleasure to the one who is performing services and he, the one who is accepting the services. Hence, the Nama Sadamarshi. The next Nama is Lokadhishthanam Muktabhogyanam Nityashrayaha Lokadhishthanam. So, now the Muktas have reached Sri Vaikuntham. While they were Baddhatmas, he is the one who has supported all of them, because he, in the form of Bhumi, Vishwambhara, has supported. Now the Muktatmas have reached Sri Vaikuntham. Who is that who supports them? He is the one who supports them even in their Mukta Dasha state. Even while their state being Muktatmas, the Lord is the one who is a substratum, the one who supports. Hence he is called Lokadhishtanam. The Loka here refers to the Nitya Vibhuti, not the Leela Vibhuti. Of course, the Leela Vibhuti is also a state which is also called Anitya Vibhuti, where he accepts is the substratum to the Jivatmas, but they are in the Baddha state. The Baddhatmas will not realize that the Lord is supporting them. Whereas when they become Muktatmas, they too realize that the Lord is the one who is supporting them. So he is called Lokadhishthanam. The next Nama is Adbhutaha. When Krishna was born, the shloka begins, Tam adbhutam balakam ambuje kshanam Chaturbhujam Shankha Gadaryudharyudham Srivatsalakshmam Galashobhikaustubham Pitambaram Sandrapayodi Saubhagam Maharha Vaidurya Kirita Kundalatvisha Parishvakta Sahastra Kuntalam Udhama Kanchi Gadakankanadibhir Virochamanam Vasudeva Maikshata. Vasudeva Maikshata. Vasudeva was able to see. Who? Adbhutam Balakam. Now, there it is an adjective. Adbhutam, the wonderful child. Here, Adbhutaha is the name of the Lord. It is a proper noun. Let us see what Parāśara Bhatta says. Sarvada, Sarvaihi, Sarvatha, Anubhavepya Purvavadita Vismayaniyaha. He is being experienced by the Muktatmas and the Nityatmas at all points in time. There is nothing like they experienced him yesterday and today they don't have time. It is not that they are experiencing him today and tomorrow that they won't have time. At all points in time, past, present and future, the Suris, be it the Nitya Suris or the Muktatmas, they keep experiencing the Lord. They have an Anubhavam of the Lord. But the general Anubhavam in this world is, I experience something, after a minute it gets boring for me. I won't keep looking at it, however interesting the object is. For the hero, it is the heroine. For the heroine, it is the hero. For a child, it is the toy. We keep looking at it. The moment we lose interest, we turn our eyes towards some other object. Whereas Vedam says, Sada Pashyanti Surayaha. Surayaha Bahuvachanam. What do? Keep saying Pashyanti. When? Sada. Always. So the one who is able to engage his onlookers all throughout in three phases of time without giving them an iota of boredom, because he appears so wonderful at every second. Hence he is called Adbhutaha. Sarvada Sarvaihi Sarvatha Anubhavepya Purva Vadati Vismaya Niyaha. Vismaya. He causes that wonder, that awe. Hence he is called Adbhutaha. The next nama is Sanat. Tesham Sambhajanat Sanat. Now, he is being shared between the Muktatmas and the Nityatmas, and both the groups have a similar Anubhavam. There is no Taratamyam here. In certain philosophies, it is mentioned that there is a Taratamyam in the Anandam, the bliss which is experienced. For example, from the elephant's body the Jivatma has gone, that will have a different Anubhavam vis-a-vis an Anubhavam of a Jivatma from an ant. This is called Anandatil Taratamyam. There is a disparity or a difference in that Anandam. Whereas Vedam doesn't say that. Those philosophies may say. But Vedam says, be it the Jivatma in an ant which has become a Muktatma, or the Jivatma in an elephant that has become a Muktatma, or the Jivatma in any other Acharya that has become a Muktatma. The Anandam level is the same. The Lord does not differentiate in Sri Vaikuntham. There is no Taratamyam. Here, the Anandam that is being experienced is equally shared. There is nothing like the Anandam of Muktatmas is better than the Nityatmas, or the vice versa. Since it is the same, he is called as Sanat. The next nama is Sanatana Tamaha, 898th nama. Sana Purane Tanapi Rupam. Purana Tamaha. Pura api Navaha Puranaha. Sada Tanatvepi Tada Tanatva Nityam Nutana Bhogyaha. So what he says is, Sana Purane Tanapi Rupam. His Rupam, his form, is very old. Purana Purushan Paratmaja Shruta Paradidina Karaviradhara Vana Naga Parāśara says the great Vagayakara composer Saint Tyagaraja. Vedanta Deshika says, Purushav Puranaha in Godastuti. He is a very old man. Is he very old? Sana Purane Tanapi Rupam. No, he continues. Purana Tamaha Pura api Navaha Puranaha. But though he is being old, despite him being old or ancient, he appears contemporary or new. So, Navaha Puranaha Tada Tanatvepi Tada Tanatva Nityam Nutana Bhogyaha. So, he presents himself in that form which may be on the records ancient or old, but it appears new, fresh, youthful and contemporary. The one who is able to mend himself and present according to times is called Sanatana Tamaha. The next nama is Kapilaha. Madhyasthani Layo. Madhyasthani Latodaya Vidyut Lekhojjvala Varnaha Kapilaha. So he is the dark blue cloud that is present amidst lot of glistening and bright lightnings, Vidyut. So what does this lightning indicate? The lightning indicates the presence of Sri Mahalakshmi and the cloud denotes the Lord. Why is the lightning giving way to the cloud? Because it is only through the grace of the lightning that you will be able to visualize the cloud in the dark night. Hence, with the aid of Mahalakshmi, with her grace, with her anugraham is what the Lord is understood. Hence, Madhyasthani lato yadad vidyut lekhojjvala varnaha kapilaha. So amidst that is shining this beautiful cloud called the Lord. Hence he is called Kapilaha. The next nama is Kapiravyayaha, which is the 900th nama. Swayamapi tadanubhava sukhanirvritim pati pibati itiva Kapiravyayaha. So he gives an opportunity to the Muktatmas to enjoy the bliss without doing any modification. He says, Sukhanirvritim pati pibati itiva Kapiravyayaha. So there is no kind of adulteration or change that is required in the Anubhavam. Hence he gives that experience. He is called Kapiravyayaha. The next nama is Swastidaha. Evam Mahan Mangalam Dadati iti Swastidaha. The one who grants Mangalatvam, auspiciousness, is called Swastidaha. The auspiciousness that he grants is to a very great extent. So he is the embodiment of auspiciousness. Hence he is called as Swastidaha. The next nama is Swastikrit. Swagunaihi Swabhoga Shisham Karoti iti Swastikrit. Now he blesses the Muktatmas to see him as a repository of all auspicious qualities. Asankheya Kalyana Gunaganam, Padmavanalayam, Shriyam Devim, Nityanapayinim, Niravadyam, Devadeva Divyamahishim, Akhila Jaganmataram, Asmanmataram, Asharanya Sharanyam, Ananya Sharanaha, Sharanamaham Prapadye. So I surrender to the divine couple where the goddess and the god will give me refuge. He is the repository of countless groups of auspicious qualities. Asankheya Kalyana Guna Ganam. So he has got gunams. That is why Tyagaraja says, Suguna Jivana Rama Suguna Bhushana Rama Sujana Jivana Rama Suguna Bhushana Suguna Bhushana. For him his qualities are the Abhushanam. Suguna Bhushana. So the one who is a repository of auspicious qualities is called Swastikrit. The next nama is Swasti. Swayameva Mahan Mangalam. So he is the one who becomes the Divya Mangala Vigraham. Even looking at his form will bring auspiciousness to us. He is the repository of auspicious qualities. The Lavanyam, the Saundaryam, everything that has been coupled, and you see him in his form. Either as Lord Rajagopala of Mannargudi in central Tamil Nadu, as Lord Rama of Bhadrachalam in Telangana, as the beautiful Vithala in Pandharpur, as the very good Krishna in Guruvayur in Kerala, as Srinath ji in Nathadwaraka, as Jagannatha in Puri Kshetram, whichever form you see. He is the one who blesses us with Mangalatvam. Hence, here it is said, Swasti. The next nama is Swasti Bhuk. Sarvametat Swasti Bhunakti Palayati iti Swasti Bhuk. Now, he ensures that none of these qualities that have been listed, the Mangala qualities, Sarvametat Swasti Bhunakti Palayati, he does not allow them to be destroyed. He does not allow them to be deteriorated. He does not allow them to be decayed. he ensures that they are consistent all throughout the same way they were seen before. Since he maintains this consistency in the texture of these qualities, he is called as Swasti Bhuk. The next nama is Swasti Dakshinaha. अन्यदपि स्वपरिचरणानुरूपं दिव्यशरीरशक्त्यादि स्वस्ति स्वात्मदानदीर्घसत्रे ऋत्विग्भ्यो देया दक्षिणा अस्येति स्वस्ति दक्षिणः. He gives a divine body. Then the power in his devotees. Now, for example, if his devotees have to envision him in their hearts also, they have to see them in the hearts, he will give them the necessary power, the necessary knowledge, the necessary experience to see all of this. Hence, he is called as Swasti Dakshinaha. The next nama is Araudraha. Paramaishwaryepi Guna Shitalimna Araudraha. So, he has got the excess strength. Now, because of his excess strength, he appears huge, he appears very powerful, he appears unattainable. At the same time, Shita Limna Araudraha. But he, with his absolute grace, becomes so cool that devotees start thinking he is attainable. Yet he comes with a great strength, but he is still attainable with his aura or grace. Since he has got these two opposing things coming in one person, very strong, but still accessible, very powerful, yet admirable. So this kind of Aghatita Ghatana Samarthyam is seen in him. So he is called Araudraha. The next nama is Kundali. Yathochita Divyabhushanaha Kundali. Now, he wears kundalam as a sign of sophistication. And the kundalams are not the normal ones, they are the Makara kundalams. So that is why there are one or two compositions. One I can take you through. Tirumangayalvar, who was called Parakala, one of the greatest Tamil mystic saints in the 5th to 7th century, he says, looking at the Lord of Tirukkannapuram, Minnuma Makarakundalangal Vilvishum Yengunnalal Kalayilangu Muriyalar Kannapuratammanai Kandalhalo. Why can't you, oh you people, come and see my Lord of Tirukkannapuram, who has got Makarakundalam that glistens and makes even the sun feel shy during the daytime. The kundalam is very pretty, hence he is called Kundali. The next nama is Chakri. Tadrisha Divyayudhaha Chakri. He has got the Divyayudham, the best of all weapons. Swasankalpa Kala Kalpaihi Ayudhaiga Yudhiṣtiraha Jushtaha Shodashabhir Divyai Jushatam Vav Parapuman Yada Yettam Jagat Chakram Kala Chakram cha Sashvatam Patuvasta Param Chakram Chakra Rupasya Chakrinaha. Vedanta Deshika says, Ayudhaha Ayudheshwaraha. Amongst the Ayudhams, which is the leader? Chakrayudham. Since he holds the Chakrayudham, he is called as Chakri. The next nama is 909th nama, Vikrami. Gambhiryanukula Vilasaha Vikrami. With all these kundalams and all these ornaments and the weapons, what is he going to do? He is going to showcase divine pastimes. Gambhiryanukula Vilasaha. All his pastimes will be so full of victory and triumph and motivation that every devotee will want to listen to. So he is called Vikrami. Vikrami doesn't mean only the victorious one. The one who will ensure he gives that experience through his pastimes. He is called Vikrami. The next nama is Urjita Shasanaha. Virincha Purandaradhyalanghya Ajnaha Urjita Shasanaha. Now, he is the one through whose command even Brahma and Indra cannot overrule or bypass. They have to listen to him. The one who makes even Brahma, Chaturmukha and Purandara, Indra, listen to his orders is called as Urjita Shasanaha. They cannot bypass his orders. In Sri Krishna Avataram, we see during Vatsapaharanam how Brahma's pride, arrogance was brought down. Through Govardharodharanam and Parijata Apaharanam, we come to know how Indra's Garvabhangam is done. So they all ensure that they are subservient to the Lord. If not, the Lord teaches them a lesson. So the one who is able to keep them in his orders is called as Urjita Shasanaha. The next nama is Shabdatigaha. Shabdatigaha is Ananta Jihvena Anantena Ananta Shakhairamnayaihi Sakshat Saraswatyacha Durudhara Mahima. Even the 1,000-tongued, 1,000-hooded Adisesha cannot sing praises of the Lord. So while describing the importance of Padukas in Srimad Ramayanam, Vedanta Deshika says, Nissesham ambaratalam yadipatrika syat saptarnavi yadisametya mashi bhavitri vakta sahasra vadanaha purusha swayam chet likheta rangapati padukayor prabhavaha nissesham ambaratalam yadipatrika syat. The skies will have to become the paper. Nissesham ambaratalam yadipatrika syat. How do I write with? I need ink. Saptarnavi, the 7 oceans blue color. Saptarnavi yadi sametya mashi bhavitri. They will all become the ink. Bhakta sahasra vadanaha. Now, after I got the paper, I've got the ink, I have to write, and somebody has to speak. Vakta, the one who speaks. Sahasra vadanaha, the one who has got 1,000 heads, hoods. Purusha swayam chet likheta rangapati padukayor prabhavaha. Either Vedanta Deshika could have meant Sahasra Shirisha Purushaha as a Purusha or Adisesha. Here he says Ananta Jihvena, the one who has got 1,000 tongues. Anantena Ananta Shakhair Amnayaihi Sakshat Saraswatyacha Durudahara Mahima. So even the 1,000-hooded Adisesha or Saraswati Devi, they will not be able to speak about the greatness of the Lord. So the one who has become a repository of such auspicious qualities, which is beyond the ambit of even Adisesha and Saraswati, is called as Shabdatigaha.